So 2 years ago, I tried to do an experiment where I wanted to grow vegetables and make a little vegetable garden, and I didn't really understand my land layout yet, but I planted that garden in a kind of a cool, colder area of the land, and it didn't really produce, so we didn't really get any harvest out of that vegetable. So this year, I put the garden on the warm side of the land, where you get a lot of sun and banking, which is important for the beginning springtime here in the north, in Alaska. So you want to have as much heat as possible for the garden. So and also this year I put a kind of like a plastic sheet over it to protect it against frost. So this garden I got from a neighbor. I got some rabbit manure mixed in with hay, and I layered it with about, I don't know, 6 inches of that, and then I mixed it all with sand and stuff and made a bed, and then kind of a raised bed, and planted the tomatoes in mid-May, and just threw that plastic sheet on each night to protect it against cold air or frost or whatever. And they grew and they made it, and we had a lot of harvests of green tomatoes in August, and then at the beginning of September and through September, we got a really nice harvest of red, fully ripe tomatoes. I did mini tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, and a few different varieties, and they all pretty much worked. So yeah, it was a success growing these things, and it was a nice little experiment. Even though we got a nice little harvest, still, it was about 60% of the tomatoes never fully developed to, to be ripe. So really, you need a greenhouse here. So the next time I make a garden, really you want more of a serious greenhouse. Start it earlier, and then you're going to get earlier harvest. So that's what I learned.
気温があまり上がらないので、トマトの実が色づくまでに数ヶ月かかりました。で、今もう9月の終わりなんですけども、このオレンジのトマト、黄色のトマトはやっと、収穫できそうです。ゆっくり時間をかけて凝縮されて、味がものすごく、詰まってます。なかなかこんな美味しいトマト、今までに食べたことがないぐらいに美味しいです。味が濃厚。
So this is today's harvest of low bush cranberries from back in the trails around our house. I'm going to wash them a little bit. 1 cup of cranberries, fresh cranberries, in 1 cup of water. Dark brown sugar. A 1 1/4 cup of Zindufen, whole wheat flour. Cranberry oatmeal cookies. Look at this. Red oatmeal cookies. Leave this for the sauce. We're going to make small batch sauce. Put it into, made juice out of it. Taste this cranberry juice. Homemade, from the trail, organic, natural. Yeah, it tastes really good. It tastes different than store-bought cranberry juice. The taste is a little bit thinner, but yeah, it tastes more natural. It's not so sour like the store cranberry juice. It's really refreshing, actually. Would you like some?
Making a cranberry sauce, and we're gonna add a raw honey. I already add 2 spoons, and 1 big spoon. I'm gonna add more.
Let's take a look-see here.
Big spoon of brown sugar and 3 tablespoons of raw honey, and boil it up in 10 minutes and boil low heat for like 15 minutes, and then I add the pectin to thicken it.
So it's getting towards the equinox here in 2022, and we've had an incredible amount of rain from the second half of the summer and extending all the way through fall. And I think this rain, it's brought kind of a warmer September. So it's been quite a pleasant September. We've only even made a few fires so far. We haven't had a frost yet. But the fall colors this year have been really rich and vivid, more so than any other time that most people around here can remember. So I think maybe that rain, a large amount of rain that we've had, might have done something with the fall colors. But so it's about September 20 right now, and the fall colors are kind of peaking. Quite incredible. Sun is setting due west. The sunset.